vitamin E got me shiny. Hold the fuck. Okay. My glasses are really dirty. I'm sad that my little light is dead. I have to charge it. I gotta plug it in. Actually, I should probably just start the TikTok one. You bitches in. There we go. And oh, I forgot to. Shit. Hold on. I have to see what one on TikTok real quick. I forgot to see what one on TikTok. Is it spirit messages? Wow, it did. I'm actually surprised at that one. I'm surprised that one. I thought for sure Hidden Truth would have. We will get into that soon. We'll get into free messages here when y'all know the draw. You know what I mean? We'll get into free messages when likes get up to around 1,000 or so. What's up, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? Come on in, y'all. I'm really surprised that spirit messages won. Usually it's like the love, you know what I mean? Like the love oracle that wins. I have Rebecca and Elena on the list tonight, y'all. So yeah, we'll get into free messages here soon. Go ahead and come on in. Obviously, we're dual streaming. We're live on TikTok and YouTube tonight. These glasses are filthy. What's up? What up, Taylor? What up, boo? Okay, I think that these are good enough. They're still so fucking dirty. I don't know what to do. And I don't have my little, you know, like those cloths that you can use for cleaning glasses? I left them all out in my other office area. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. What's up, you guys? We're gonna get into free messages once notifications get sent out, once we get up to the, you know what I mean, like around 1,000 followers or so. Or 1,000 followers. 1,000 likes, oh my god. So please tap that screen. Likes are free, y'all. Come on in, boos. Spirit, or actually it's messages from the universe is actually what the deck is called. So that's what won the free tonight. That's what won, y'all. What's up? How's everyone's weekend? My weekend was alright. It was okay. Super busy. Very busy. What's up, boo? What up, boo? Okay, what up, boos? Come on in. I got Rebecca and Elena on the paid reading list so far for tonight. So we'll see. I'll be back on here tomorrow as well. So my plan for this week, thank you, boo. My plan for this week is to come on, well, obviously tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. So we'll see. All right, y'all. Oh, y'all got it up. Let's go. Okay, let's get into it. Thank you, boo. So, Messages from the Universe is the deck that won the poll. It was between this deck and Hidden Truth. And honestly, I'm surprised that this one won. I didn't think it was gonna... Sorry, that looked weird. Okay, sorry. Okay, so you guys know the drill. Go ahead and drop, yo. I know, it does that. It does that to people. Go ahead and drop your name. And drop your name and let's see what messages that motherfucking want to come through from Spirit or from the universe or whatever. Angelica, you the first name my eyes went to, boo, so let's get into it. All right, let's go. Drop your names. If I missed your name, just keep dropping it. You know what I mean? Telica. What do we got, boo? Telica. When you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. Period. Period, boo. Mel, what's that? Jock is like, attacked, period. Mel, hold up. You got a flyer. You are safe. You are protected. The worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned. It is safe for you to trust your path. I love that one for her. Courtney. Thank you, boo. Courtney. You got 2 of them. Period. Okay, first one. This is for Courtney. No act of kindness is ever wasted. Some of the kindest people you will ever meet have been through hell and back themselves. That strengthens their compassion and empathy. If this is describing you, keep being the beautiful soul that you are. And then second one. Love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self-love. I love that. What's up, you guys? Did I miss anyone's name over on YouTube? I must not have. It's pretty slow over on the YouTube. Claire, what's up, boo? Claire. What up, y'all? Thank you for the gifts, boo. What do we got? Oh, I love this one for you, boo. What's meant to be yours is already making its way to you. What was never yours is starting to flee from you. With time, it will all make sense. For now, bear the confusion and focus on living fully in the present. Don't let your whole life be, I'll be happy when. Be happy now. Period. Raven? Period. We got someone over on the YouTube now. Raven. If you frequently give yourself permission to doodle, wander, and be totally unproductive, and you actually relish in such interludes, I can guarantee that your genius, creativity, and productivity will increase exponentially. Period. What's up, y'all? Is it Charlene? Is that how you say that name, boo? Or am I butchering that? I think it's Charlene. I think that was the name. Charlene. Did someone have this one already? I don't remember. Try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is still your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories. Carrie, oh, there we go. Okay. Keisha. What's up, y'all? That came out quick. Prioritize self-healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. It's time to focus on you. Self-healing takes time and a lot of self-love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. Take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush. Did I miss anyone else's name? Drop your name if you want a free message from the universe, message from spirit, whatever. I call them both. But drop your name if you want one, booze. And then we're going to get into... I'm just going to guess that we're probably going to get into paid readings pretty quick because it's kind of slow in here tonight. I have Rebecca and Elena on the paid reading list. So if you girls are in here, hang out because we're probably going to get into paid readings soon. So hang out, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then, oh, I didn't even know, look. This card's ripped. I'll be on here tomorrow too, you guys. Thank you for the gift, boo. I plan on coming on tomorrow afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, Friday evening. That's kind of my plan for this week. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Hopefully that all works out. Because it seems like every time I fucking make plans for how my week's gonna go, there's usually one day that goes sideways. I feel like the days that are super consistent is always Sunday and Friday. Like it always feels like I'm on those days, no matter what. The days during the week, like I'm super consistent with taking Saturdays off, I feel. Like I'm never on Saturdays because I always have something going on. But like I'm always on here on Sundays and I'm always on here on Fridays, and then like during the week it kind of is just like depends. Taylor, let's see, boo. Taylor, you got 2 of them. Okay, I'm not mad. I like it. Okay. When you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. And then, this is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you. Get ready for the unexpected breakthroughs, good news, and plot twists. Blessings are coming. Period. I'm not about that, bitch. Regina. Did I miss anyone else's name? If I missed your name, drop it again, y'all. Or if you're just hopping in here. Regina, bigger and better experiences are coming your way. You may not be able to see it, but great things are coming together for you as you read this. Trust the process and let it unfold in divine timing. Move forward knowing that all is working out just fine. I kind of want to get myself one. What's up, boos? Come on in. Oh, I see that they updated some stuff here on TikTok. They changed some shits around. Chantel. Excuse me. Chantel, what we got, boo? Oh, okay, period. I know that you've been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you are really more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take a leap of faith. Period. Is it Ashley Q? Is that how you say that? I'm probably butchering that name, though. Hold up. What do we got? No act of kindness is ever wasted. Some of the kindest people you will ever meet have been through hell and back themselves. That strengthens their compassion and empathy. If this is describing you, keep being the beautiful soul that you are. Period. Raina. These kind of messages have been coming out a lot tonight. Try not to, like, about the past and shit. Anyway. Try not to dwell too much on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. Hold on, I gotta turn that down. It just kind of seemed like overwhelmingly loud right there. Okay. Try not to dwell too much on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is still your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories. Period. Shelly, what's up, boo? Shelly, what we got? Oh, this is one of my favorite ones from this deck. Opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. Of course, that'd be my favorite one because I'm a Taurus. I'm like, yes! Fucking love that one. Hold on, I want to give myself one too. If you're just hopping in here, if I missed your name, drop your name if you want a message from the universe and I'll grab you one because I'm going to get into paid readings here soon. I got Rebecca and Elena. I think that's it so far on the paid reading list. So if you girls are in here, please hang out. Because I'm pretty sure I just seen Elena hop in here. What's up, Gina? What up, boo? What do we got? Don't worry. Don't worry, everything you've been waiting for is on its way. Progress is being made even if you can't see the results. So much is happening behind the scenes for you, the creation of your dreams. Trust the process. Oh, period, Elena. Claire, let's get it, bitch. What we got? I like this. If something deep within you tells you that something is not quite right, trust it. If you are unhappy in your life, change something. It is entirely up to you. Stop making excuses. You are in control of your own life. That's like all about intuition. You know what I mean? I like it. I wonder what that's about. Mine was, you're going to be celebrating something very soon. You'll be so full of joy and happiness it will almost seem out of the world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it. Expect it. It is happening. My ear itches. What does that mean? It means you need to clean them. I just cleaned them though. My ear's like super itchy right there. Fuck. Okay. How long have I been on here? I've only been on 15 minutes. I'm probably going to get into paid readings right now. And let me go ahead and just like get everything ready. But if you're hopping in here and you want a free spirit message, just drop your name and I will grab you one. But I am going to get ready to get into paid readings. So I'm going to hop in over on the YouTube right quick, okay? You know that y'all know the drill. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So hold up, let me hop in over here. And hold up. What's up, y'all? Ugh. Okay, here I come. Work. Right, did that work? Oh, whoops. I'm on the wrong fucking one. Hold on, I'm on my personal. Whoops, my bad. That probably deleted my comment on there. No wonder that didn't show up. Did that work? That one did. Okay. There we go. Okay. Rebecca, what's up, boo? Did I miss anyone else's name? It is. Wait, yeah, this is my right side. I'm all, my ear was so itchy. Rebecca, let me get you one real quick. Hold up. Rebecca. Karen. Your time is coming. Everything is coming together for you, but you must meet the universe halfway. Hold only a bright vision and happy vision of yourself with successful outcomes. And don't allow, I feel like this is so fitting for you. And don't allow your fears or insecurities to stand in your way. What's up, y'all? Okay, let's get into paid readings, bitches. So I have Rebecca and Elena on the paid reading list, y'all. Hold on, I'm just gonna get everything ready over here. Link in bio. Work, bitch, the fuck? Okay, there we go. There's that. Let me type that list out and hopefully it won't delete it on me. We got Rebecca, Elena. Do any of you guys watch, do any of you guys watch The Last of Us? Or have any of you guys played the game? Do any of you guys watch the show? If you watch the show, you probably know why I'm asking that. Do you? My kid and my husband, they both like played the game, obviously. And when I tell you that, so my kid and my husband have gone as Ellie and Joel for Halloween for the past 2 years. They look exactly like the characters. I would post pictures of it, but I don't post pictures of my kid online. My kid looks exactly like Ellie. It's so fucking funny. Anyway, yeah, they're like, I know that my kid's like super hyped for the episode tonight, so she's like, you know, she's wanting to watch it. I'm just like, I have to work. Hold off. I can hear her. She better not be trying to fucking watch that without me. I have not. Claire, is it good? Claire, because I've been thinking about watching that. Because Claire, bitch, you know me. You know that I fucking love Jersey Shore. I've been fucking contemplating watching that because I need something like, I need it. Like, I need something. You know what I mean? Oh my god! Is it good? I'm always looking for, like, I call it trash TV. I need something, you know what I mean? I'm always looking for something like that. Honestly, the best show, hands down, in my opinion, trash TV wise, is Jersey Shore. Like the OG, not Jersey Shore Family Vacation, Jersey Shore is the best trash TV, hands down, I have ever seen. However, I think I might be getting to the point in my life where I want to start watching The Housewives. But I've never watched them. But I think, I don't know if I'm like that type of bouge. I might be too, like, trashy. You know what I mean? Like, I like a Jersey Shore. I like a trash, you know. I think Housewives might be a bit too upper echelon trash. You know what I mean? Hold on. You know what I mean, though? Is it the best one? If you had to, Elena, if you had to suggest which one to start out with, which one would you suggest to start out with for the Housewives? Like, which franchise? Jersey? Because, you know, there's, like, different ones. I'm always curious which one I should start out with, you know what I mean? Hold up, Rebecca, I think I see... Where are you? There you are. Okay, period. Okay. Let's go. Excuse me. Let's go. Let's get it, bitch. Rebecca, let's go. Oh. Rebecca, are you in here? Hold on, I have to... I don't know if she came back in here yet. Okay, period. Let's do that yes/no question first. Ouch. I'm excited to do that twin flame one. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to remember what came out with that question. I have a question. Is there travel involved with this, or are you looking at traveling sometime soon? Like, are you traveling for training or something? Or are you, like, planning a trip or something soon? Because that could be of some significance. I don't know why that's coming out, but it is. Anyway. To answer your question, yeah, I'm not seeing that this is like, networking and like the, wait, hold on, wait. I do stay from town. I don't know about a trip. The reason I was asking because 3 of Wands came out as the first card, and so I was just curious if, and Strength card came out as last card, so I was just curious, and then Knight of Wands bottom the deck. So I was just curious if like the reading was getting at like a trip that was planned or some shit, like possibly sometime in the summer, something like that. Anyway, to answer your question, this is a yes, and it's getting at like a non-conventional way, right? And so like I know a lot of time, like when you're reading tarot, it is picking up on very like archetypical types of networking, right? And so a lot of times that's like word of mouth, that's like 3 of Cups type shit, you know what I mean? So a lot of times when it's like picking up networking, it's like, oh, it's like word of mouth, it's like people you know, it's like your connections, you know what I mean? And so yeah, anyway, I appreciate you asking this type of question, like really trying to nail it down, because the cards that are coming out with it, it's like, yes, think about networking in a different kind of way, right? Like not the way that like tarot usually depicts it. It's like change your perception on the networking. For some reason, it is kind of, yeah, I don't know why I keep wanting to say that, but I kind of think travel is... There's something with travel, bitch, I think in the future for some reason. I don't know why. It's of some significance. It's of some help with this. So I don't know what that's about, but I think that there's like a trip or something that like is going to be helping with this in the future, like on God. And I kind of think that it's in the summer sometime. I think that it's really going to push this forward. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if maybe this is like you, I don't know, just like traveling somewhere and then it's like, oh my God, like, I don't know if this just kind of opens up doors for you in a different city, something like that, bitch. I don't know. I'm curious as to why that's getting at that. It's changing the direction of this very fast, is what it is. It kind of feels like it's, I don't know. It kind of feels like it's slow and then it just like really catapults very quickly, I think, in the summer. Anyway, yes, Jesus, with that question. Hold on, bitch. I gotta get my other deck. I gotta get my other deck out for this twin flame one. She's like, bitch, answer the question, the fuck? I want to do this one. You know what? I think I kind of want to use the old, I want to use my old oracle on this one. What's up, booze? I know, I'm really excited for the special, Claire. This one, I am playing with it because I got this deck a couple months ago. Well, a few months ago, I think. But it's a very small spread that I'm doing for it because I want to practice with the deck first before I like really fucking go in on past life spreads. But I'm stoked about it. I did a past life spread on myself and I did one on my husband and they were good. It was good. It was tea. I did that, it must have been 3 months ago, because it was around the time that I read Journey of Souls, and so that's what I did, that's when I bought that. Wait, hold on, I might do that yes, no. Hold up, boo. Damn. Let's see. a yes. It's a very big yes card, that first one. Yeah, Judgment, Two of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I talk about that a lot with that Judgment card coming out in the upright. It's like following the guidance of God, right? It's like following the calling of God. I understand, like, I guess the advice around that. Two of Swords is probably how you're feeling, where it's a difficult decision, right? Like, you're not quite sure if you should stay, if you should go. So I actually like you, like, being in this energy where you're not making impulsive fucking decisions. You're just in a Two of Swords where you're like, I don't know what to do, so I'm not making a decision, right? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, I think, is probably what you would... Probably what you would regret, right? Is you would feel like if you were to make an impulsive decision, it would kind of feel like there was some unfinished business. You know what I mean? There'd just be some regret. Do I think that you're probably going to be at this place of employment forever? Probably fucking not, right? You're not seeing that right here. There's going to be an opportunity. Anyway, to answer your fucking question, yes, this will take off. Absolutely it fucking will. These are all yes cards aside from that Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that there's going to be a lot of opportunities that open up here. And I think that it's going to... I don't know. I think that this is going to open up a lot of doors for you. And this might even... Yeah, you're seeing it take off. And I think that it's just opening up a lot of doors for you in this field. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. It's opening up a lot of doors for you as an individual, okay? To where, yeah, you're just... Everything is just really... You're like in a full card in a fucking Wheel of Fortune, you know what I mean? Like, you have a lot of options, is all I'm gonna say, okay? Anyway. Yes. To answer your fucking question, yes. Goddamn. Yeah, those are very good. Very good. Yeah, I really feel like that... The company that you're at now, I totally get what you're saying with it providing a sense of stability right now. And it does. And I think it does for a while, you know, and in a lot more ways than just financial, I think. It teaches you a lot. And, yeah, I just think it's really setting you up for a lot of success in the future. Anyway. Like that. Yeah, those are pretty good advice cards. Two of Swords and the fucking Seven of Pentacles in reverse. That's where it's like, good thing that you're not being fucking impulsive, you know what I mean? Because you probably know that. You know that you'd probably totally regret that. Okay, boo. Let's go ahead. You know the drill, the twin flame. Let's go ahead and just get the fuck into it, okay? I'm gonna use this old deck. This one. I'm gonna use that one. So let's go. Hold on, boos. I just want to see if I missed anyone else on that list of 4A. Sorry, you guys probably couldn't hear what I was saying because I had that in front of my fucking mouth. I'm just checking to see if I missed anyone that sent in before I get into Rebecca's twin. I did not. Okay. Let's get it, boo. Let's see. So we're going to try to pick up on... We're going to try to pick up on that then for, like, outcome. like after the 6th. You know what I mean? Let's see what we can. Let's see what we can. You know what I mean? Let's see current. Let's see current. Keys on a ring. Okay, let me see yours. I feel like that's kind of like 7 of Cups. Oh, dear God. I'm not liking this so far. Let me see outcome. Okay, I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad. I did not like the shit that came out on your guys' shit though, but let me see what comes out for one more challenge. You know, I'm really happy, like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I'm just so fucking grateful that, like, people are in a separation. Oh, when I did the Patreon reading, like, the last one that I did, I think that was last week, or was it 2 weeks ago? It must have been 2 weeks ago, because I think, it's usually when I have, like, all my kids with me, is when I do them, and I have them all with me this week. So, when it was, like, 2 weeks ago, that was, like, the huge thing in that Patreon reading, where I'm just, like, thank God that, like, these two fuckers are in a separation, because, like, seriously, fuck it. This right here, thank God. You know what I mean? Because you're seeing the shit that these two people have got to work on. You know what I mean? And I don't... And you're seeing, like, what would destroy this? You know what I mean? Keys on a ring and Paradise coming out as their current challenger situation. The Paradise card, I completely fucking believe, right? The Paradise card represents the energy that they feel together. And you have to have two people's energy together to feel that. It very much is like a sun card with, like, a Lovers, I feel. You know what I mean? Where it's like it's two people's energy together, and it really represents, like, the childlike type of feelings that they really bring out in the other person. Like, the happiness, the playfulness, the joy, the growth, you know what I mean? But the Keys on a Ring is coming out with that, where it just really shows how these low vibrational, ego, fear-driven, fucking, I don't know, human desires, just things us humans do that really just throw a wrench into shit, man. Keys on a Ring represents, yeah, it can represent, like, many options, a lot of decisions, just not sure what to do, a lot of uncertainty. But it can also represent stringing along a situation because of, like, and like doing one night stand type shit, right? Where it's like, oh, I'm stringing along this situation. It's very non-committed. It gives very 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords type shit. You know what I mean? And so it's like, yeah, there you see just what our insecurities can do to something that's really, really good for us, you know? And then you're seeing, well, here it is coming out on both of their sides, right? Addiction coming out on yours, Golden Mirror coming out on hers. And then here you see that kind of play out, what it looks like for a feminine and what it looks like for a masculine. This is a very feminine card to come out. This is a very masculine card to come out for her, right? This being feminine card, addiction coming out for you, yes, this represents that there's a block that Rebecca encounters with this, right? And it's like, well, what is the block? Codependency. Yeah, codependency. And yes, very blanket statement. Of course it's codependent issues, right? We all fucking have them. Every human being probably has some codependency issues. It just looks a little different, right? Okay. This, though, for, like, a twin flame connection, I think any feminine can relate to this. And I can fucking trust I can relate to this, okay? the thing with this addiction card for feminine is the obsession. You know what I mean? Is like we get so that's what the feminine energy is in this addiction card, is that we become fucking obsessed with this. And that it is what the fuck it is. This is what we go through. This is like one of the stages in a twin flame connection, right? Is that the feminine becomes very consumed with this. We become very obsessed with this. You know what I mean? It's like if the more I think about it, maybe the more I can control the situation. The more that I think about it, the more I can make sense of it. The more that I feel like I can control the outcome of it, right? We all fucking go through it. So there you're seeing like that's what Rebecca, that's her block, right? That is like kind of the contract bullshit that she signed up for, is this, right? That is her block. Now, for masculine's block is the golden mirror. Well, what does that look like? That looks like a self-absorbed, narcissistic, everything is all about me. I can't see past this, right? I can't even see the needs of other people because I'm so fucking consumed with myself, right? So that is her block, is like trying to get outside of self, trying to think of someone else other than herself, right? And so anyway, it's just very... Yeah, we just went right into the fucking twin flame bullshit with this one. It's just like, yeah, there you just really see just our own behaviors really destroy something that is so beautiful. I really love the outcome that you guys have, which is ascending, which is just very twin flame as well. It's like, I love that. I love that these two people are transcending these obstacles. They're learning, right? Which I feel like we've picked up on this so much, and even just your one questions, right? And so to answer your question, I guess, and I really wanted to pick up on that, like after the 6th, right? We're seeing that, yeah, these two people this is probably shit that these two people are currently working on right now, right? That's probably why we're seeing this reflected on their side, and we'll get more into it when we get into tarot. But that ascending does represent transcending those obstacles, learning, right? Learning from past mistakes, coming into a new phase of this relationship, right? Preparing for union is what that card represents. Bottom of the deck energy, the phoenix, the phoenix. What that represents is rekindling, new phase, right? Is what that represents. It represents very death card type of energy, where it's like transformation, growth, you know what I mean? You know, okay, period. Let's go ahead and see how this is reflected in tarot. Let's go ahead and see current. I'm not mad. You know, I'm just like, that had me fucking nervous when I seen, like that addiction and that golden mirror come out. I'm like, oh my God, please have that outcome be okay. That just made me nervous. What do we got? 7 of Pentacles, I'm not mad. I'm not mad with that being your guys' current challenge situation, because that does represent, it's an inventory, right? It's 7 of Pentacles. And I do believe that's probably where you guys are currently at right now. It's a pause, you know? So there's probably not any kind of communication or any action that's being taken on this relationship right now. That's okay. I think that there's a lot of inventory that these two people are going through, and we'll see what it looks like. Where are you at? Page of Wands. I'm not really mad about that either coming out on your side. 8 of Swords. Again, I might get one more for her. I don't really like that coming out on her side, but we'll see what it looks like. 6 of Wands. Let me get one more for her. She's getting there. She's getting there. Hold on, Rebecca. I'm gonna go over on this reading. You already fucking know. There you're seeing some of that keys on a ring a little bit reflected in that outcome. Lot of minor. Fuck it, Rebecca. I'm gonna get 2 for each of these. Just bear with me. I know this is probably frustrating when I'm going to talk about, especially that major that's coming out, but I really like the major that came out. Ace of Cups coming out on bottom of the deck. What's underneath it? 4 of Pentacles. I'm not mad. Obviously, Ace of Cups is, because Hermit card is the only major arcana that's making its appearance in this entire reading. When I tell you that the Hermit card is the best card to see come out in a separation, I mean that with my chest, okay? It is. This is what you guys are walking through as Hermit, because this is coming out as your guys' energy together. You guys are walking through Hermit together, and it's coming out in the upright, right? The Ace of Cups and the Four of Pentacles coming out on bottom of the deck is that this is like running theme. We have to take it back to bottom of the deck. What are they learning? They're learning self-love, right? This is the most important fucking thing to learn, right? So they can have that together in the outcome. They know what this looks like. They know how to love themselves, so they know how to love another human being, right? Especially for her, okay? Because she's the one that's going through Golden Mirror. As for you, it just looks a little bit different. I think yours is more like not as like attached to another person, not as like obsessed with them, or like more, I don't know, like, yeah, just more, more detached, I guess. Hers is more thinking about another person, maybe putting someone else first, maybe putting someone as a fucking priority, you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, it's like learning how to love self, right? Four of Pentacles, it's something that is very personal. That Hermit card and Seven of Pentacles coming out as current challenger situation. Yes, this can absolutely be reflecting time frame. Do I think it is? No, I kind of think that this is just reflecting the lesson that these two people are walking through, which is separation, right? Hermit card, it's something that these two people have to do by themselves. This is this lesson that they are going through. It can only be learned when they're by themselves, right? Seven of Pentacles, I think that they're doing well. You know what I mean? This is one where they're not communicating with one another. It's not like they're projecting their bullshit out on the other person, right? It's like, no, they're actually taking a look at this. You know what I mean? They're actually stopping and doing inventory on this. Yeah, Rebecca, you're seeing that she's struggling a little bit, but you're also seeing that the other person's struggling too. You're seeing that Rebecca probably, she is a fire sign if I ever fucking seen one. Yes, she probably lashes out here and there. Yes, she probably gets fucking angry. Her ego probably lashes out is the thing, right? Page of Wands, though, I will give it to her. She's trying something different. That's Page of Wands, right? It's like, yeah, of course I get obsessive. You know what I mean? But yeah, I probably come at this sideways and shit like that. Yes, I get frustrated with this situation. But Page of Wands, it shows me that you're trying something different. You're trying to come at this situation different. Go a little easy on yourself. You know what I mean? Give yourself some credit for being in a Page of Wands. I would kind of tell her, I'd give her some credit too. I'd be like, yeah, you're in an Eight of Swords, but at least you're trying to end that. At least you're trying to put a stop to it when it does come up. You know what I mean? Like Eight of Swords. Yes, of course you're probably feeling like a big bag of shit. Yes, of course you're probably thinking pretty low of yourself, or thinking you're unworthy of a lot of things, thinking you're unworthy of a relationship, you're unworthy of the whatever you're telling yourself, right? Ten of Swords tells me that you're actively trying to stop that, though. Okay, so again, keep doing what you're doing, keep trying to do that. The things that are coming out in your guys' outcome, Six of Wands and Seven of Cups coming out, this is effort being made. I mean, this is after the six, right? Like, yes, you guys are still transcending these obstacles. You guys are still learning this lesson. I'm not seeing like communication like immediately after the sixth, but it's progress. It's preparing for union. It is preparing for union. This could be this is a lot of curiosity and trying to see what the other person's doing. It's hard to say if that could be the both of you doing that with the other person. Yeah, just a lot of curiosity on like what the other person's doing, where they're at, if they're seeing anybody. It very much gives that. Hold on, boo. I think you guys are on the right track, but I think you guys have been. So I'm at boo. How the fuck at? I know I kind of went long as shit on that one. Hold on, I gotta get a message card. Hold up. I'm gonna do OG on this one. I like this. Let's do, let me see where she's at. Okay, period. You're my secret inspiration. Your smile lights up my world. I love laughing with you. I've never met someone like you. You're special. Please have patience with me because I'm still learning. Ooh, this could be some of her Eight of Swords shit right here. I'm tortured by the vision of the life we almost had. We could have been so happy together and I destroyed it. And I like this. This is very this. Okay, period. I had too many expectations of you. I was selfish and focused on myself. I didn't care about your needs. See, the bitch learning. I'm not mad. Okay, period. Good for her. Okay. She learning. Okay. Hold up, boo. I think that was a cute little, you know, update. I'm not mad. I know I went long as shit on that one. Hold on. Hold on, bitch. Hold on. I think you sent another question. Yeah, hold up. Okay, period. Okay. Let's go. Hold up. I should probably shut that timer off. Hold on. There we go. Let's see what's going on with her. Let's see, bitch. What is she thinking and feeling? Well, there's her feelings. Big feelings. She's very much keeping to herself. There's her Eight of Swords is her feelings. Well, I guess that does tie into her thinking too. Let's get 3 more. Fuck it. Let's go. 2 more. 1 more. You know, this is a good little update. 6 of Cups. Oh shit. My fucking, and my phone's dying. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. I'll plug you bitches in a minute. Hold on. Let me know when you can see me. Hold on. Let me know when you can see me. Oh, that's gonna make me belch. Oh god, okay. Excuse me. Okay, period. Well, okay, I'm just gonna start from the top. This is a good update. 6 of Cups coming out on bottom of the deck. This is really hitting on, obviously, her feelings and, yeah, like, her head. But that 6 of Cups, she's in a lot of, this is a lot of reminiscing that she's in, right? And this is, like, a majority. 6 of Cups is, it's bittersweet feelings, right? 6 of Cups, when she is reminiscing about the past, it's not that she's harboring any kind of resentments or anything, right? When she thinks about the past, she's thinking it's sweet memories that she has. This is not where she's like thinking about the past and she's fucking bitter and she's mad and she's like, you know, fuck her, I'm never talking to her again. No, it's like she's like, I had really good times with her. I miss those. I miss her. You know what I mean? 2 of Swords coming out underneath that. Yeah, you're seeing that she's obviously at a stalemate. She's not there with communication, obviously. She doesn't know what to say. That's fine. You know what? Whatever. Okay. She's reminiscing a lot. And then you see Page of Cups, Emperor, Moon, King of Cups, Ace of Wands in reverse, Eight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. These first three coming out, for the most part, yeah, I think she does a really good job with keeping her emotions in check. But she also does a really good job with keeping her emotions completely to her fucking self. So I think that this really shows us, like, this is, I can't believe a Hermit card didn't come out right here. But I mean, a Moon card did, and a Moon card really shows me that she's keeping her feelings very secretive, you know what I mean? This is like her innermost world is right here. And probably some like fantasizing, because that's what Page of Cups does. Page of Cups is someone who is a very childlike type of spirit in their feelings, you know what I mean? And so they do, like, think of when you were a fucking kid, you know what I mean? Think of when you were a kid in fucking but some kids are like this. Think of when you were a kid in elementary school and you're like sitting there fucking daydreaming. That's how a Page of Cups is. They're daydreaming about their love life, you know what I mean? But she keeps this very much to herself. She probably does this on a fucking daily basis, you know what I mean? Then you kind of you really get into the shit here when you see like that King of Cups, Ace of Wands in reverse, and that Eight of Swords. It's like, oh, and then you kind of see this really take a left turn here. You see that when she's over here like daydreaming, fantasizing and shit like that, it really takes a left. She really starts to get blocked here. She starts to get into her head, get into that Eight of Swords. She really starts to, I don't really know what those thoughts would be. You would know her, so you might have an idea of what this would be, but that Eight of Swords is obviously some negative self-talk that she starts to get into, and that's what really blocks her from taking any action on this, from saying anything, from getting out of this rut. It's just like she's like fantasizing, and then she like hits a fucking block right here. Makes sense. But then like that Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles, yeah, she's not going to stay here forever, obviously, right? Like, God's not going to allow that. That's why Wheel of Fortune is coming there. This too, though, is fated events that are probably coming, right? Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Wands. This could be huge fated events that God has lined up for her that are like, yo, you're not, like, I see what the fuck you doing here. God's probably like, yeah, I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing here. But you also have like a fated event coming up here where this is gonna change. This is gonna change dramatically for you, where you're not gonna, this will be no more. You know what I mean? There will be no more Eight of fucking Swords. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be something that happens where this is gonna be pushed along. You know what I mean? So, period. It definitely misses you. Maybe, I'm not really seeing, like, maybe trying to, like, I don't know, maybe trying to like push this out of her mind. Yeah, maybe kind of trying to push it out of her mind, but I don't think like trying to get over you. You know. Yeah, I'm not mad. Period. Period. I ain't mad about that. Hold on, I gotta do a puzzle. Which of these objects has 4 legs? I can't even see anything on there. I think, oh, fuck. Wait, which of these objects has 4 legs? God, I hope I get this right. Watch me just bomb that. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, cool. Which of these sports items is made of a pig skin? Is that a football? It's a football, right? Period! I got it right! Apparently, a deer doesn't have 4 legs. Well, I didn't know that. Whatever. Okay. Elena, are you in here, boo? Fucking whatever. Y'all, I went so hard in the gym yesterday. My butt hurt so bad, y'all. I'm in so much pain. It hurts to sit. Elena, period. Hold up, boo. Hoda. Wait, hold on. I think you sent me a message. Hold on. Where are you, boo? There you are. Let's go. Let's see what Boo Boo up to. He better not piss me off. Let's go. He probably will though, I'm sure. I'm gonna use like OG decks on this, just, you know. Fuck it. Use this one and this one. Oh, I love the Y spell decks when they're new. I just wish they could stay like this forever. Okay. All right, Elena, you know the drill, boo. Let's get it. Okay. Hold up. Baby. Can you get my mama? Hold up. Oh, who was that? I just seen someone sent in. Hold on. Who was that? Laura, I got you, boo.
Glove.
Thanks. Thanks, Bill. Okay. Alright, let's get it. Alright, Elena, let's go, boo. Let me see current. Let's see where you at. Let me see where he's at. Let me see outcome. Should we? Fuck it. Let's go. One more for that. Should have known that that card was going to come out. Okay, I'm not really mad. Okay. Let's start bottom of the deck. Soulmates coming out on bottom of the deck. Obviously, right, is represents this connection here. Hold on one second. I just want to make sure I got your message pulled up. This soulmates represents soul contract, soul connection. The clock and the golden mirrors coming out as current challenger situation, right? And I'm just gonna keep it real. Like, typically, listen, I would be so surprised. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're the one that's in golden mirror. This right here tells me, though, that there is someone here who is in golden mirror. Maybe it's feminine. Maybe it is. Probably masculine. And I'm only saying that because, I mean, it is so common for the golden mirror to come out on masculine side. It has been known to come out on feminines. I ain't gonna say that it hasn't. Who knows? Maybe Elena's over here in fucking golden mirror. Maybe she's completely fucking self-absorbed. You know what I mean? Maybe she's a narcissist. I don't know. I doubt it. But this is telling me that there's someone here in a golden mirror energy where they are self-absorbed. They are very consumed with self, right? And I'm not saying that they're a narcissist. They just have narcissistic tendencies, right? It's a self-absorbed fucking energy. They can't see beyond this, right? They're completely consumed with self. The clock card coming out with that, yes, it is very temperance, where it does represent, or hanged man, where it represents that it's needing more time. They need more fucking time, right? I know it's frustrating, bitch. I know. You have sunglasses coming out on your side where I believe that this is Hanged Man right here. It gives very Hanged Man, right? Very like Page of Wands as well. This on one side, it can represent that, yeah, maybe you're over here where you can be keeping an eye on him 100%. That can be what that represents. On the other side of that, it can represent that this person has, and I feel like you've had this card before, I could be wrong, but it represents that this person has taken a step back and has been able to focus out, right? They've taken a step back and focused out from this connection, and they've changed their perception on it, right? It's not like they're completely consumed with this. It's like, I've taken a step back. I'm not like completely absorbed with this connection. I've gotten a different perception of it, right? He's over here where he's got camera card coming out on his side. So it's very Six of Cups. There is a lot of reminiscing that he's in. And it does represent like a keepsake too. And so he can be looking at like messages, pictures, shit like that you guys have shared. He could be looking at that kind of stuff and just reminiscing on the good times. This also can represent though that, oh God, I'm curious to see what comes out on his side. Because this can represent that he is learning from the past, but it's fucking taking him a minute, right? Because he's so consumed with his fucking self right now. It's just taking him a lot longer compared to you, where you've already probably been through this and you're already there. You've already been through all of this. You've already had like the perception change and shit like that. And he's like still going through this. Lightning and engagement ring is coming out on your side. Yeah, I do feel like, you get what I'm saying? This kind of just feels like Elaine has been through what he's going through already, and he's taking so long. Lightning card represents that it's like very Tower. It represents that there is going to be a sudden change, right? There's going to be a shift that's happening here. It can represent an epiphany. I ain't mad, bitch. An epiphany, an upheaval, a surprising change. Engagement ring that's coming out with that. Dare I say, like this epiphany that someone's having, it can change the direction of this to the point of this coming into a commitment, like a union. I'm curious to see how the fuck this pans out. I'm scared. Let me get into tarot. Hold on. I know I'm going to go over on this. Hold on, boo. Let me see current. Let me see current. What do we got? Okay. Where's he at? Okay. Curious to see that outcome. Just one. I'm not mad. Okay. I kind of want to do one more. That Four of Cups is coming out as your guys' current challenge or situation. I'm going to do one more. I want to get nosy. That Four of Cups, I'm tired of seeing it, and because I feel like I say this so much, I don't know, maybe I don't. Maybe this is just like really common in twin flame readings. This kind of shit has been coming out. Like, this is the second time that this kind of shit came out for, sorry. I've been getting notifications coming through on this shit. This is the second time that this has come out for you guys. That that Eight of Swords and that Ten of Wands, where this negative self-talk, maybe it is you. You know what I mean? Because this is both of you guys. This is both your guys' energy coming out together, where this negative self-talk is really. This negative self-talk, yes, is extremely burdening to this connection, but it's also like this negative self-talk about not wanting to take on the responsibility of commitment. Do I think that that's probably a feminine doing that? Fuck no, I don't, because that's not something that a feminine typically says. And I'm going to get into that shit, okay? Because just the major arcana that's coming out on your guys' side just kind of leads me to believe that that might be something that he's struggling with, where it's like, I don't have what it takes to be in a committed partnership, right? I don't want the responsibility that it takes to do that. Whatever, right? Four of Cups coming out as your guys' current challenge situation is that there's an opportunity that's being missed here because of someone's perception being off, right? Hold on, you already know I'm gonna go over on this. Because Four of Cups is a perception card where you see that in that card. That guy's over here where he's looking at this Three of Cups and it's like, bitch, all you gotta do is look up and that Ace of Cups is right there. All you gotta do is change your perception. All you gotta do is look up, you know what I mean? So that just tells me that someone's perception's off here, you know what I mean? You have Chariot card coming out on your side. I kind of want to fucking... And Temperance is coming out on bottom of the deck, by the way. But anyway, Chariot card coming out on your side. Hold on. My iPad thought I said Surrey. That Chariot card coming out on your side, I like it. Five of Pentacles. Regardless, yeah, this is Elena being like, regardless, I'm on to bigger and better things, right? Like, Chariot card represents that there's a goal in mind. Five of Pentacles, yeah, you probably are feeling very put out by this person. Feeling very abandoned by this, but this is also someone where it's like, if this person doesn't want this, I'm not going to stay here. You know what I mean? I'm not going to stay stuck here. I'm not going to stay somewhere where I'm not wanted. You know what I mean? So I'm on to bigger and better things. That's Chariot. Regardless, this person's going to fucking win. That's that energy that she's in. He's over here in Justice card energy. This is someone where God is taking him through, and Four of Pentacles. He is someone who is resisting a lesson here very hard. Justice card has been coming out a lot in Twin Flame readings specifically. I mean, in a ton of readings, but Justice card represents that this person is, yeah, it's a karma card. And this is someone who is walking through learning what morals, values, integrity looks like. And that can be an extremely fucking hard lesson, especially when someone doesn't have them. You know what I mean? Because God's like, I'm walking you through some lessons here. I want you to grow as a person. I want you to establish some morals, values, integrity. You don't have any? This is going to be a really hard fucking lesson for you, right? You're over here in a Four of Pentacles where you're refusing to learn this. You know what I mean? And so you're kind of seeing that play out in this person, like in your guys's current challenger situation. You're kind of seeing like Elena, I think, has already got that down, where it's like, regardless, she's on to bigger and better things. It's like, fuck it, like, I'm not staying here I'm not going to stay somewhere where I'm not wanted, right? I'm on to bigger and better things. My perception's already changed on this, you know what I mean? I see this for what it is. It's like, he's gonna get it or he's not, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is that kind of lesson for a masculine is huge, where God, I wish my fucking masculine was back here. It's like within a masculine, they have to take on responsibility. It's in them. That's something they have to fucking do. It gives them a sense of purpose, right? You're seeing Elena has it. That's Chariot. She has a sense of purpose that she's figuring out over here. She's establishing goals over here. That's what Chariot is. I don't know. Hold on. Let me just see your guys' outcome. Fuck. I'm scared to flip that fucker over. Excuse me. Yeah, probably him. I'm not really mad. I wonder if towers come out for him. In the past. I kind of get the feeling that he's gonna be, I don't know, I kind of get the feeling that he's gonna be hitting some kind of tower in his life over here, but I think that it's gonna be good for him. I think that he doesn't have any kind of, you're just seeing that on bottom of the deck, like he doesn't have any kind of sense of responsibility. I think that it's very Three of Cups on bottom of the deck for him, where it's like a lot of good time, a lot of fun, a lot of partying probably is very Three of Cups. Nine of Cups is coming out with that, where it's very self-absorbed. Very self-absorbed and probably a lot of good times, a lot of overindulging that he's in. That is recipe for disaster for a masculine. I just know that I really like to see justice coming out on his side, and I think it's going to be a really hard lesson for him to learn, but a really good one. I kind of anticipate tower hitting him, and probably something pretty bad happening to him, but it's going to get him on the right path. I just don't think that he has any kind of responsibility in his life, and that's exactly what the fuck he needs. I think, anyway, for what I'm seeing in your guys' outcome, I do kind of think that there is going to be some, and I think I've picked that up before, I know, anyway, I think there is going to be some communication in your guys' outcome. Again, you look pretty boss in that outcome. He doesn't. He looks like he's kind of like tiptoeing around you and not really saying what he wants with his chest. So just be mindful of that when he does. I know. I kind of think that communication might come pretty soon, to be honest with you. It just kind of fucking looks more like that. Like he's kind of just playing I just don't think this shit's gonna end with him. I just don't ever see him really leaving this. I'm just fucking over it. Hold on. I hide my real thoughts and feelings from you. I was in denial and afraid of losing you. I see clearly now. I look at your social media even though I tell myself not to. It haunts me because I miss you so much. I pushed you away because I was scared to commit to a real relationship. I don't even want to fucking reach you this bottom of the deck one. I don't even want to fucking read you this. I feel like you've had this one before. I hate that part of this. Okay. I've never met someone like you. You're special. Please have patience with me because I'm still learning. I don't like reading that part of that card. You know what I mean? I'm just like, Sorry I went so fucking long on that. Okay. Laura, I didn't forget about you. Hold on. Hold up, booze. Y'all have been kind of, it's these twin flame readings that have been fucking me up tonight, y'all. Hold up. Wait, hold up. What did I do? Where'd my list go? God, why does it keep deleting that? There we go. What the fuck? I'm happy to see that this guy is going through justice. Trust. I love it. You know what I mean? I just wished we seen more. You know what I mean? Like in that outcome, I'm like, come on. I'm just like so tired of the fucking outcomes being like, oh yeah, they're coming in for communication, but they're kind of like tiptoeing around the feminine. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, bro. I'm just done with it. I'm done. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm so fucking tired of it. Fuck. Oh, period, Laura. What's up, boo? Hold on. Laura, I gotta see if you wrote anything on there. Did you? Laura, what did you want to do? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me check and see. Hold up, boo. Yes, I did. Hold on. Let me add Michelle on there, too. Oops. Laura, what did you want to do your reading on, boo? Let me check and see if I missed anyone else. I don't think I did. What do we got? Love reading. Let's go, boo. Did you have any questions or anything? Let's go. Ooh, I might. Motherfucking. Do you have any questions? Let's see what's going on. Oh, period. I love it. I think there was one flipped over here. I might dip into some Oracle at the end of this one. There we go. Okay. Damn, let's go. All right, boo, let's get into it. So you know the drill. I'm gonna pull for your guys' energy together, separately, subconscious and outcome. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat, and hopefully it does not filter your guys' comments out. I might dip into... I might dip into some Oracle, but let's start out with some Tarot. Hold it. Okay. Let's get it, boo. Let's get it. Let me see current. Let me see current energy. I ain't mad about that. Eight of Pentacles coming out of your guys' current challenge or situation. Let me see where you're at. That Eight of Pentacles, and we'll see if this is, like, challenge, but that Eight of Pentacles coming out, I'm kind of feeling like that probably is more situation, but we'll see. Eight of Pentacles represents commitment, right? It represents that these two people are most like, it's very committed energy. So I'm hoping that this is situation where these two people are very... all hands on deck on this relationship is very much what that card would represent. Yeah, I really like that. It's like they, that to me would be like a mini chariot. Interested to see how this pans out. Hold on, boo. Hold on. Let me get one more for that. One more. Oh, I wonder if this might be some finance or some work insecurity possibly coming out for him. Hold on. One more for him. What is that? What's up with him in that? What's going on with him? Oh, shit. Shit! I forgot to plug that in. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to end up pulling some Oracle for this. Okay, period. Hold on. I got to plug this fuck in. I forgot to plug that in after Rebecca's. I can't believe it lasted that long. Okay. Let's go. Hold on, let me plug this shit in, Laura. I fucking almost forgot to plug that in. Hold up. Hold it back up. Okay. Bitch. Oh, did that go? Okay, it did. Okay. I want to start bottom of the deck. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Can you guys see me? I know Claire can. Okay. Knight of Pentacles and King of Wands coming out on bottom of the deck. This is really showcasing where his energy's at. I'm going to be spitballing a lot here. I'm super curious what the fuck is going on with him. And let's go. His energy is very much coming out on bottom of the deck, and I'm not mad. I love that he's coming across as King of Wands, and he can be fire sign. Doesn't matter though, really what it is. This is just where his, hold on. This is where this is just where his energy is coming out, is very much in the Wands, where he is probably someone in this relationship that very much wants to show you that he does care. Is probably not someone that I don't know, probably not someone that's a big talker. I mean, you know what I mean? Probably not someone that like makes really big promises and shit like that. He's probably someone that's more action oriented, would be like a King of Wands, you know what I mean? The Knight of Pentacles coming out there, though, this also could be someone, this might be showing me where his actions are at, where he would be very consistent. I mean, I don't know, and I'm not, this, I like this, okay? This, I would like. Someone who's consistent. Someone who ain't, like, impulsive, you know what I mean? Someone who's, like, they do the same shit every day. I always know where they're at, you know what I mean? This is probably how he is. Where it's like, I always know where he is. You know what I mean? He does the same thing all the time, every day. Like, he's always here at this time. You know what I mean? That's probably how he is. This, too, though, I don't know. He might be, I don't know if he's getting frustrated, maybe, with the, I don't know if maybe he's getting frustrated with, I don't know. I kind of want to say he might be getting frustrated with the financial situation here. In comparison to you, I don't know if maybe you get a lot of recognition or make more money than him. That might be something that he is a little insecure about, if that's the case. If you're like, oh no, bitch, like I make a little bit more money than him, or I am more well-known, I have like a better position than he does, or something like that. That could be something that he's a little insecure about, and that just could be something that he kind of mind fucks himself about. Anyway. Eight of Pentacles, I'm going to go over on this fucking reading, I just know I am. Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords coming out as your guys' current challenger situation. This right here, I actually do like, because what you're seeing here is that the communication is something that these two people are working on. Or I would encourage you guys to work on this, because you're seeing that, God, this fucking, I didn't know that this reading was going to take this fucking turn like this. I think that this is something that he might be working on, to be honest with you, because Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords is coming out on his side, where he is thinking about something that you have brought to his attention, and he's actually being quite hard on himself. I don't know what it is, but he sees you as someone that holds extremely high standards for yourself, but for him as well. And so I don't know if maybe there was something that you brought to his attention, like in a recent conversation or even argument that you guys had. And he's over here where he's like thinking a lot about it, and he's wanting to actively change that. I'll give that to this guy. I think that this is someone who, this is not someone who just writes off something that his significant other says to him. He thinks about it. Yeah, he's hard on himself, no fucking doubt. But this is someone who actively tries to change something and make it better. And so he listens to his significant other and he tries to make the shit fucking better for it. The Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords coming out. Yeah, this can be showing me that there could have been an argument that you guys had, or like a conversation. You know what I mean? And this could be something where maybe you called something out, like maybe the conversation or the communication has to get better. or maybe this is what Tarot's trying to point out, is where, yeah, this is something where communication techniques need to get better between these two. And this is something that they're willing to work on as Eight of Pentacles. I'm not really seeing that there's like an issue. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not seeing that there's like a problem. I'm kind of seeing like there might have been something that this feminine brought up and he's thinking a lot about it and being hard on himself. But I think that they're actively working on it, and it might be like a communication style something. Maybe like, I don't know, like working more on like communicating more throughout the day. Maybe he's pretty bad at that because he's like a Knight of Pentacles. Maybe he's like, I don't communicate that much because I'm like always doing the same thing. I just don't think about it. Like, it could be some shit like that. Maybe he's like at work and he just doesn't think about it. He's just like, oh, I'm like totally like in my own zone. I just don't think about like texting her and like telling her what I'm gonna do. Could be something like that. I told him it. Oh, period. Oh shit, that I am mad about that. Strength card in the Six of Cups is coming out on your side. I think that you come from a place of, I'm gonna go so over on this, but this is a really good reading. You come from a place of a very strong sense of self, and this is not coming from a place of where like you're being extremely nasty towards him or you're trying to be really controlling of him. That's not it at all. You have a very strong sense of self. You know who you are. You have a very strong self-image. That's what Strength card is in the upright. This is someone who knows themselves. This is someone who has their self-esteem and their ego is very intact. You know what I mean? This is not someone who has like a gassed up fucking like ego. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, I'm fucking like big boss on campus. You know what I mean? It's like, no. She knows who she is. It's like intact. She knows her defects. She knows where her strengths are at. That Strength card. Six of Cups. She also has a history with this person, and so when she's coming at this conversation, right, she's like, I know myself really well, and I also know that like there's probably some things that I need to work on as well, so I'm not like naive to that. But I also know that like these are probably some issues, like these are like this is just what I'm like seeing. When you're coming at this conversation, you're like, no, I know, like, I'm coming at this conversation where I know that there's things I need to work on, but I've noticed that there are these problems that we've had kind of for a minute, and I've just kind of, like, I've noticed a pattern. And so you're probably coming at this conversation like that, right? Where it's very loving and you're like, I've just noticed these things, okay? I'm not saying like you're completely in the wrong. I'm saying like I'm here to help with this. I'm just saying I've noticed these things. I'm saying I'm going to do this to help with this. I'm saying I'm going to do my part, right? Anyway, it's a really good fucking partner. The Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands coming out in the subconscious. Yeah, that's kind of like, I don't know. This is someone who... this is a really good partnership. Seriously, it is. This is, you know how I talk about, like, the king? God, this one lens right here will not get clean since I came live for the life of me. And all I can see when I look out of it is a big smudge. Anyway, you know when I do readings, I always talk about the dynamic between the king and the queen. Here you're really seeing that in play in this reading. Here is where, you know how I talk about that, where the queen really sets the standard and the king carries that out, right? Here you're really seeing that at play. Here you're really seeing like this feminine in this reading, she's done a lot of work on self. Like, this is probably someone who's extremely well, like, this is someone who's seasoned. This is someone who has probably, like, been through some shit in her fucking life, you know what I mean? She's probably someone who has a spiritual practice and probably, like, works at it. She's probably done a lot of, like, self-help type of shit, a lot of work on self. They have probably If I had to get, probably him too. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put that past him as well. He's probably been through some stuff as well. I kind of get the feeling that they probably have some history. And I do think that these two people, this gives very soul contract. I think that, I really think he fucking loves her. And I really think that he respects her. You know what I mean? I think that she really is pushing him to be the best that he can be, and he really trusts her guidance. It just seems like there's something that she brought to his attention, and he's a little hard on himself, but whatever, that's fine. He's got to deal with that. He's in a 3 of Swords where he's really like beating himself up over something. He's gonna get over it though. It's a 3 of Swords, it's temporary. But there's something that she brought to his attention that he's being pretty hard on himself about. And then when you look at that Queen of Pentacles and that 6 of Wands in the subconscious, there you kind of see that play out too, where this feminine sense of self is extremely fucking strong because it's coming out in that subconscious, right? And so he knows this. He can see this. Like, he knows that, he knows what he has. This is probably someone who, I'm talking about Laura, like, this is probably someone who, what is that fucking saying my husband says all the time? Like, it's really funny. It's like, God, what is that saying? What, she's like, she's too good for me, and I'm just like, I'm terrified of the day that she finds out. That's very much what this gives. Anyway, yeah, this is someone who gets a lot of recognition in their life. That's just what you see. That's how Laura is. This is someone who commands a lot of respect. That High Priestess and that Page of Cups is coming out as your guys' outcome. I think that this is you guys just going into unknown territory, but I'm not, I don't know. I don't know if you are worried about what is to come or scared. I don't think that these two people are going to like break up anytime soon. I think that they're probably in it for the long haul. I think that these are two people that are exploring unknown waters together, and how do I say that? Because that's High Priestess. That's like exploring the unknown together, and that's all I can really say about that with like that High Priestess and that Page of Cups. That's both of them wanting to explore the unknown together. That's really all I could say about that, Laura. Hold on. I still didn't fucking get that lens. Whatever. I guess I'm just gonna be blind in that one eye. Hold on, boo. Which one do I want to get? I'm sorry I was so long on this. Oh my God. Hold on. Just for the fuck of it, I just want to see what comes out. You know what I mean? In the what's blocking you. Hold on. Let me shuffle that. I know I went over a shit on this one. I haven't read for Laura in a really long time. I'm just curious if like anything like about the communication or whatever will come out. Okay. What have we got? Retreating. Oh, this might be one or both of you. Retreating. Your fear of being hurt has made you retreat. get one more. And then self-neglect. And that could, again, be one or both of you. Self-neglect. You were neglecting your own needs in a relationship. Practice self-care. Fuck it, let's do one more. Stuck in the past. I wonder, yeah, I guess, again, one or both of you, let go of something in your past completely so you can truly welcome new love into your life. I wonder if that's him with that Three of Swords. Because Three of Swords can definitely represent that, where you're stuck on, stuck on something in the past. Well, I guess, fuck, that makes sense. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm worried about you too. This, goddamn. I don't know what to do about this. Maybe I should try, you know what, hold on. Maybe I should try this. My blanket to try to clean that. I just literally cannot get the fucking smudges off of here. But then if I do that, the little fuzzies will get stuck in it. That is a little better. That is a little better. Okay, because that shit pisses me off because I'm like sitting here trying to clean it the whole time I'm doing a reading. I'm just like, God. Hold up, y'all. Shit. Oh my God. I almost accidentally closed out of TikTok. Oh my God. Okay. I can see how tonight gonna go. The fuck? Laura, I got you too, boo. Hold up. I gotta make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Cause hold up. I got Michelle and I think that was just Laura. Period. Michelle, are you in here, boo? Period. Period. Let's get it. Hold up. Let's do... Ow. There we go. Okay. Let's motherfucking... I'm gonna do, Oracle and Tarot on this one, boo. Okay. So let's get it. I'm gonna use, hold up, let me get it. Is that? Okay. I'm gonna use Heart's Hidden Secrets on this one. Okay, so you probably know the drill. I'm gonna pull for your guys' energy together, separately, subconscious and outcome. And I'm gonna do that with Oracle and Tarot. So let's get it, boo. Hold on. What was his name? Donnie. Okay, period. Let's get it. Donnie. And listen, I'll try to reel it the fuck in. Okay. All right. Let me see Shell and Donnie. Let me see current energy. Okay, well, I'm mad about that. Hoping coming out as your guys' current challenge or situation. Oh! Hold on. This... Where's he at? Okay, period. Very good. The hoping coming out as your guys' current challenge or situation, I feel like it's more of a situation, right? Because that hoping card coming out, it's... What kind of, like, tarot would that be? I guess it would be... God, it would kind of be, like, Fool card, Star card. It's, like, this is your guys' energy together where it... Or, God, I guess, like, Magician, really. Where the both of these people are... There's a lot of hope in this connection, right? There's a lot of... Yeah, there's probably a lot of, like, expecting the best. A lot of faith that they're putting into this. It's really good energy, right? Because it's like manifesting the best outcome possible. There's a lot of hope that they're putting into this situation, so it's really good. Second chance is coming out on your side. So this could be a couple different things. This could be either one, that you know this person and like you guys have had a thing in the past and that you're giving them a second chance, or that you have like completely wrote off love and that this is like the first opportunity where you're like, okay, like I'm gonna give it a chance, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to, like, right, like probably where you were like in a hermit situation where you're like, fuck it, like I'm not gonna date for a while, like I'm not doing that shit, I know I'm gonna be single forever, I'm not doing it. And then second, where you're just like, no, this is like the first person where I'm like, I'm gonna open my heart to this, I'm gonna see what happens. He has ecstasy coming out on his side where, I mean, he's feeling it, because ecstasy is where, it represents someone's really excited, right? They're having a really fucking good time is what it represents. So it does give very, like, Knight of Wands energy, I guess, that's coming out on his side. He definitely feeling it. Now, hold on. Now I'm getting clarifiers, and here we're starting to see some of the, I guess tea. You know, some of the blocks, some of the fear. Let's get it. Yeah, definitely some of the tea. Yeah, definitely some of the fucking fear, big time. Wow. Wow. One more for that. There he is. I'm not mad. Okay. Loyalty is coming out on bottom of the deck, and so yeah, I think that this is a big period. Sorry, I was just reading Claire's comment. The loyalty card coming out on bottom of the deck, yeah, I think that this is that reminds me of really justice card energy, where that is probably a big value that the both of these people have, right? Where it's like, I'm big on loyalty. I want to know that this is probably how he is too. I want to know that I'm like the only person that this person's into, right? Like I want to know that I'm like number one. I want to know that we're like committed, we're loyal, we're not like fucking around on the other person, right? The hoping and boundaries is coming out as current challenger situation, and so here you are starting to kind of see like that push and pull between these two people, where, because boundaries is very Five of Swords, where you start to see they have so much hope in this connection, but then you kind of start to see their, God, how do I explain this? Because I know this feeling where they have so much hope in this connection, but then you kind of see their fear come out sideways, where you see them starting to push the other person away. you see second chance and family come out on your side where, yeah, like I said, this could definitely be a situation where like you guys had something in the past and like you're giving this a second chance, or this could be where you have had, like you had like a family fucking relationship, marriage or some shit in the past, right? And where you completely wrote this off, where you're like, I'm not doing that shit ever again. You know what I mean? Hell no, I ain't doing that. And this is where it's like, no, I'm putting myself out there, and I never thought I would do this, but I'm gonna give someone a second chance. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do it. Is this a second chance situation? Because that actually might, like, I'm like, oh, is that why we're seeing that boundaries card come out? Where we're kind of seeing this, I don't know, you know, like where if they like dated or something in the past and like they're giving, and like you're giving this a second chance, and we're kind of seeing like that boundaries card might explain that. You know what I mean? Period. Okay, because I'm like, man, because that boundaries card just could be that, where there was like a hard no that was established here in the past, but now they're like coming back at it, and they're coming back at it with like a different expectation, right? Because I was gonna say, yeah, that could definitely be like that push-pull kind of thing where it's like, oh my god, they have so much hope for this, but then you kind of start to see they're pushing each other away. Or that could be where there was a hard no here, but they actually coming at this with different expectations now, you know what I mean? Where it's kind of like death card energy right there is what that would be. Anyway, I love the shit that, yeah, if this is second chance situation, this is definitely you giving this a second chance. I guess what I would say with that is be careful, bitch, because y'all motherfuckers might end up getting like married or some shit. He's over here where he has hopeless and ecstasy coming out on his side. This actually explains this, because you see where he was like at one point sinking into despair, like completely hopeless about this situation, but now he's over here where he's like, fucking let's party, like yes. Do you know what I mean? This to me would be like very Five of Cups, where he's like, I'm never gonna get a second chance, it's over, like she completely wrote me off, she's never gonna talk to me again. But you know what I mean? And then it's like, oh my god, she's actually talking to me again. Like, oh my god, I actually might have a chance. Like, you're saying that there's a chance. That's very much what that gives. Now, what you see here is that this actually might be explaining some of the past situation here. Definitely, where you see pain and escaping, where there was someone who pushed someone away here. That's escaping, right? That's what it is. It's where someone was avoiding someone blocked someone ghosted someone pushed someone away because they were afraid, right? I know. They were afraid, they were apprehensive, they were whatever. I know it's an excuse. I totally know that. It's like there's really no excuse for ghosting someone or pushing someone away or running away from a situation. I totally get it. There really isn't. You're just really seeing that play out in the subconscious here. And yeah, this might be something that these two people haven't, I don't know, really dug into this, because you're seeing it's like in the subconscious of this connection still, where, I don't know, maybe they haven't really hashed that the fuck out yet. Divine Masculine and Bluff is coming out as outcome. I really want to see this, because I'm actually afraid, because we're seeing that in the subconscious, that we might see some of that leak out in the outcome here, where I just want to see how he's handling that. Hold on, but I know I'm going to go over as fuck on this reading. Hold on. I'm kind of side-eyeing that outcome. I just want to see how he's going to handle that. Because that represents a Divine Masculine. He might be masking some feelings. You know what I mean? Hold on, what is that? Two of Pentacles. There you're kind of seeing that masking already come out, where there are more feelings that these two people have for each other than what they are like portraying. Because that's Two of Pentacles. You know what I mean? Like, Two of Pentacles is someone who has a lot of feelings underneath the surface, but they are doing a really fucking good job with playing it cool. You know what I mean? Like, they're doing a super good job with, like, keeping things like, no, like, things are totally, like, things good. Things are totally cool right now. Like, you know what I mean? But I'll show you that card. Like the Two of Pentacles, there are waves going off like a motherfucker behind that guy, but he's doing a really good job with keeping it cool. So, yeah. That might be him. I'll give it to him. He's doing a really good job with, he's doing a very good job with setting the standard for this. Let me see outcome. God, I hope he don't fumble it. Let's get clarifier. Yeah, communication might be a little weird with him. Hold on. Or where you see that. I wonder what his sign is. He might be air sign or earth. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. We get into it. One more. I'm like holding my fucking breath for this, man. Oh my God. One more. He is getting a little... I'm gonna get message cards. Hold on. Okay. You guys are coming across as swords matches. I like this because this is very much like what we're getting at with the loyalty card coming out on bottom of the deck. You guys coming across as swords matches, you guys really connect on the intellect level, right? You guys have extremely high standards for yourself and for the other person, right? You guys really connect probably politically, like intellectually. You guys can talk about anything, everything, probably talk all fucking night. You know what I mean? That's how swords connections are. And you're seeing that that's how you guys really fucking connect here. And 10 of Cups is coming out. Like, it's 10 of Cups, Queen of Swords, and then you see King of Swords coming out on your side where you see this, as does he. That 10 of Cups coming out on bottom of the deck, though, is that the visualization that you guys have for this connection, like, y'all could fucking have that. You know what I mean? Like, the marriage, the kids, all of it, it is within reach. That Knight of Swords and that Two of Pentacles coming out, yeah, it very much feels like it's the beginning stages, yeah, of a death card, right? Because that's bottom of the deck. It feels like it's the very beginning stages of a rebirth. Like, this is probably a situation where they had something, it ended, and now they're beginning again in a different direction. I like it. That Knight of Swords and Two of Pentacles coming out is, yeah, I think that the feelings that these two people have are a lot deeper than what they're letting on, and they might intellectualize them. You know what I mean? But I think that there's a really good rapport that they have back and forth, because that's Knight of Swords, right? I think that there's really good conversation that they have back and forth, but they kind of like, so it's probably really good fucking conversation, right? But it doesn't really get to like the emotions. It's just like really good talking, you know? But I like it. He comes across over here where, no doubt, you see it in his oracle where he's like totally hyped on this. You know what I mean? Knight of, hold on. Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles is coming out over here where, yes, you're seeing that he has an idea of where he wants this connection to go. And he wants to take it slow, right? And Eight of Pentacles tells me that he ain't like fucking around with anybody. He's like, no, I want this, you know what I mean? But I want to take it really slow. So I don't worry about you, but I would encourage you, be patient with him, because he's in a Knight of Pentacles. He has an idea of where he wants this to go, probably marriage. Yeah, I think that because Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving, but they have a goal in mind and they do not want to fuck it up, right? You see Two of Cups and King of Swords over here. I think you immediately knew when he came back in, right, that you were like, he came in different. I think that you probably clocked it immediately because that's Two of Cups and King of Swords. You're coming out as a Queen of Swords. You were probably like, there's something different here. Like, they're, like, I don't know. There's, like, a connection. There's, like, there's something different here. We're clicking in the Two of Cups. Like, I think that this might be, like, something for real this time. 100%. Chariot card and the Nine of Cups coming out in the subconscious. He might have even known this before. I'm not even kidding you. You guys probably, maybe even fucking felt this before. And yeah, that probably is why he fucking ran, right? He probably wasn't ready for it. That ain't no excuse. Trust and believe it's not. That Chariot card and Nine of Cups, though, that does tell me that these two people, they have the same goal in mind, right? That's Chariot card. It represents that they have the same goal in mind, right? Nine of Cups. And it's like their wish fulfillment, right? Chariot card in a lot of decks, you guys hear me say this all the time, Chariot card in a lot of decks will represent marriage because it's two energies coming together with the same goal in mind and wanting to move forward, right? And it's like, oh my God, it's their wish fulfillment, right? The outcome you see High Priestess and the Nine of Wands, where the unknown is extremely terrifying. And that Nine of Wands is that someone here, if I had to guess, it's probably him. Someone here is really scared of getting hurt. I don't think that this person's gonna run. I just think that this person is, I know, right? I'm like, it's really airing him out. I don't even know what to say about that because I'm like, you're not seeing that they're running. I don't even know why Tarot's wanting to like point it out. Maybe so, I don't know. Maybe that's so you don't, I don't know, maybe that's so you don't maybe lash out. Maybe that's so you don't come off sideways being like, is it me? Like, are you not into me? Yeah, that could be some insecurity coming out on his side when that happens. Definitely, you might see that for sure. I would. This makes sense. This makes sense. And honestly, I think you're gonna be fine dealing with this. Like, you know what I mean? This to me, I know it seems very feminine. I know. Because it kind of is. Like, I would have a hard time, like, remembering this. He might... Okay, how the fuck do I explain this? You're seeing that he's bluffing this kind of shit in the outcome, right? And so he's, like, bluffing that he's scared that he's gonna get hurt, okay? So he's acting like it ain't no fucking thing. This, you might see, and he's insecure about this. It's coming out as insecurity. It's coming out in his communication, and it's coming out a little bit in his actions and in his effort. Okay, and so you might see this, and you're this Queen of Swords, though, and so you're like, you're not letting this make you insecure. You know what I mean? You're not letting this, like, take your power away. You're not letting this disempower you at all. You're seeing it probably come out in the communication where, right? Because you're seeing whatever. He's like scared that whatever. His insecurities are fucking getting to him in this outcome. I don't even know how this would look like for a guy because I know how this would look like for a girl where, right, that's how, right? That's the only way I would think it would look like for a guy is that it would be like, they would get like they would like disassociate a little bit, or they wouldn't, yeah, like they wouldn't think of how, they just would get a little less, I guess, they wouldn't put you as a priority as much, I guess, is like what I would think. I'm just speaking from personal experience, where they wouldn't think of how things affect you as much. You know what I mean? I don't know, like, you know what I mean? But you're seeing that he's doing that kind of shit in the outcome where he's like, I'm getting insecure. I'm starting to bluff and act like there's nothing wrong, but it's coming out fucking sideways with him. Where it's coming out in his communication, it's coming out in the effort that he's showing you, where he's getting insecure in this, where he's like, I don't know if she's into me. I'm scared that she doesn't like me. I'm scared that, like, whatever. It's nothing that, no, I think you're going to handle it fine because you're coming across like a Queen of Swords. I don't think that it's not shit to you. I think you're going to handle it just fine. And, like, honestly, I think that you guys are, I don't know. I kind of think that you guys are, this is like a little road bump. I don't think it's shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think that you guys are probably going to be dating for a fucking while. Dare I say, maybe even get married. Anyway, be mindful of that shit, bitch. You know what I mean? Be mindful of him getting a little sideways with his insecurities and that outcome. Damn, I'm sorry I've been going so goddamn long on these readings tonight. Fuck. Okay. Hold on. I got Laura and Giselle. Are you guys in here? I'm so sorry. Okay. I got Laura. There you are, boo. And Giselle. Hold on, Laura. I gotta see if you wrote your motherfucking question on there. Hold up. Did you? Laura, what's your question, boo? What's your question, boo? There you are. Ooh. Let's see. Let's go, bitch. Ow. Let's get it. Get off there. I almost knocked that over. Why are my phones dying so fast? Now this fucking phone's dying. Hold on. I'm gonna plug you bitches in now. Hold on. There you go. Okay. There you go. Sorry, I had to plug y'all in. Okay. That's feeling. It's intentions. Us. Let's see, boo. Oh, let's go. Wow. Yeah, he is. There you. Well, that explains why you've been feeling like that, or right, like why. Yeah, why you've been feeling like that, or why he is like that. Been different. That Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups, and that World card in the reverse. It's coming out in his actions, right? Like what is going on in his head. That's tough. And it's not like, this I think is more personal for him. Like that Seven of Cups in that World in reverse is showing me that he is feeling like he lacks purpose in life, right? Like he doesn't really know what he is supposed to be doing with his life, right? With whatever, whether that be career, with his life, like life purpose is definitely that kind of stuff where he doesn't know what the fuck he's supposed to be doing. And it's coming out in his actions. And that's probably why you're like, are we good? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is there something going on with you? You want to talk? Because World card in the reverse can represent, like, this feeling of emptiness. You know what I mean? Like, feeling like he just totally lacks purpose. Yeah, I feel like this is so much deeper for him. Let me see more of the relationship. Hold on, boo. There we go. Yeah, he sees this relationship very much as a sanctuary for him, which I'm not mad. He is scared of... He sees the relationship as a sanctuary for him, and he's very scared of it ending in heartbreak. He's very scared of it ending. You know what I mean? He's scared of losing you. He's scared of possibly, especially if this is like distance, he's scared of that affecting this relationship. Damn. Are you guys long distance? I'm so curious if you guys are. I'm so curious if you guys are long distance. Okay, period. I am curious what he does for work. This could, damn, I don't know what he does for work. Kind of looks like, I'm really curious what he does. This kind of looks like he might be, what's that? What is that saying? Or what's that term? Imposter? That could be some of that shit that he's going through. Like, he's afraid that he doesn't have the skills or... Yeah, this definitely looks like... Is that what it is? Like, the imposter syndrome or some shit like that? I don't know. It kind of looks like to me he's afraid that he doesn't have, like, the skills to make it work. But he does. I think he'll be okay, honestly. I think that that's just a lot of him mind-fucking himself, to be honest with you. I don't know why. Interesting. Very interesting. As for the relationship, there's... Yeah, he definitely has some fear of... like, breaking up or separation. There is a lot of passion in this connection. I'm curious if maybe that is something that has been missing as of lately. Like, that passion that you guys once shared. And even the communication he could be feeling has been... And right, and trust me, this is two-way street, boo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're like, bitch, like, you're right, the communication has been off. This is, the ball's in his court, too. Like, this is definitely his own doing as well. Yeah, it's almost like, yeah, because you're seeing, like, the passion and all that kind of stuff is there. The communication might be off, but also the attention. It's like the attention that you guys give each other, he might be not... You guys might not be getting that from the other... Like, do you get what I'm saying? Six of Wands is not, like... It's okay to get attention from your partner. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. But you're seeing that might be something that's changed. Where it's like, I don't get attention from her. Like, she doesn't, whatever. Like, you're like, I don't get attention from her anymore. Like, we don't give each other that, I don't know, like that flirtation or that passion anymore. That, whatever, like that recognition. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking like to me that he's feeling pretty... I do not mean this as a knock. It kind of looks like to me he's been feeling pretty incompetent because of his work situation. I think it's changing for him though. But you're seeing that was probably something that really affected him. Do you know what I mean? I'm wondering if he was like not, I don't know. I was just wondering if he wasn't working for a while. And that was something that like really fucking affected him. He's always working and tired and goes to bed. Boo, he needs to fucking, damn. Boo Boo needs to work on this relationship. Yeah, I just feel like there's something so much deeper going on with him. Hold up, baby. I want to see this motherfucker. I kind of had a feeling I was going to have to pull this one. I'm going to see what's blocking him. Why not? Fuck it. What's going on with him? I wonder if that self-neglect card's gonna come out for him. What do we got? Oh, really? Anxiety. I'm pulling for him. You know what I mean? So this is his shit. He's afraid to get close to someone. What do we got? He's trying to project a perfect image that's not really him. What is that? One more. Age issues. He may feel like he's too old or too young. And then getting hurt. Obviously that one's pretty like, yeah, self-neglect came out underneath that. I kind of fucking figured. He needs to practice some self-care. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of felt like when I pulled those tarot, there was something more like fucking personal going on with him. Like that motherfucker needed to be, give me anything. Damn. Interesting. Hold up, boo-boos. Hold up, y'all. I think I just got Giselle. Hold up, y'all. Giselle, are you in here, boo? Y'all, that phone died so fast. Select. Hold up, y'all. Damn, I've been going so fucking... Period. What's that? Hold on. I think you sent me... I think you sent me a message. Hold up. I gotta pull up my Instagram. There you are. Bitch. Let's go. Let's see. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh shit, here we go. Two more. One more. Yeah, this... Shit, fuck it. I'll kind of want to get three more. Hold on. Here he is. It's kind of fucked up. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yikes. Page of Cups, Six of Cups, Devil. Eight of Wands, Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords, Emperor, Two of Wands in reverse, and then Hermit in reverse. That... I mean, it's like a front, but... I don't think it's like really for anyone. He's acting like a fucking child. That's Page of Cups, right? Six of Cups is obviously children. You know what I mean? And instead of acting like, I would have loved to see a King of Cups right there, obviously. You know what I mean? Because like a King of Cups with a fucking Six of Cups would be like, oh yeah, of course, like that's daddy. You know what I mean? Like that's King of Cups. The Page of Cups obviously coming out as first card. This is someone who's, it's someone's inner child. You know what I mean? It's someone who's acting like a fucking child. So, it's someone who's really acting out of their naivete. And, yeah, and it's very rooted in devil. It's pretty... I don't even know what the fuck to say, man. Like, it's super impulsive. It's very rooted in their victimhood. It's very, like, if I don't even... I can't even say it because it's so fucking ridiculous. It's like, well, if you've been through what I've been through, then, like, you would know why I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, go off. Anyway, it's very like that. It's very like victim-y. Like, you know what I mean? It's very like, I don't even know. It's ridiculous. Whatever. Like, you don't, like, we ain't got time for that we ain't got time for that bullshit here, okay? I'm sorry. But whatever. Go off. Yeah, it is. It's Seven of Swords kind of shit. It's just like sneaky and icky and like, he's like kind of like conniving, and I don't even know how to fucking explain it, man. It's someone who I think, with the Emperor card coming next, someone who's kind of trying to sneak around responsibility, because that's Emperor. Emperor is someone who has discipline, who has authority, who has control, who is father. That is major arcana father, you know what I mean? And so it's kind of someone who's trying to like sneak around that, you know what I mean? And Two of Wands in the reverse is someone who is trying to not take action, not make a decision in their life, like trying to avoid that. And then that Hermit in the reverse, like this is someone who, I don't know, it's very, I don't know if maybe he has some, and this is no knock, okay? I'm not knocking anybody who's got some shit like this. It could be some antisocial personality disorder. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, this would be like narcissistic personality disorder. This would be like BPD. This would be antisocial personality disorder. Do you get what I'm saying? It will be some shit like that. It would be like devil coming out. This would be like someone who is not getting help. You know what I mean? This would be like someone who is not doing something about the issue. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. This is someone, man, this looks like a fucking narcissist. I'm sorry. This looks like a narcissist. Do you get what I'm, like, I know that word gets thrown around a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I know that word be getting thrown around a lot. But that be looking like one. You know what I mean? Like, that be looking like that, honestly, is probably one. Okay? Like, where his, I don't even want to say it. I really don't. You know what I mean? Where it's like, his kids are not like individuals. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's how narcissists are. Narcissists do not see their kids as individuals. Like, they see them as extensions of themselves. And if their kids do not serve a fucking purpose for them, that's exactly how the fuck they treat them. You know what I mean? Is where they're not responsible for them. Like, as soon as like their need for them, if their meal ticket's gone or whatever the fuck, it's like, they're gone. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like whatever, as soon as, like, I don't know, whatever they provide for them, like attention or a meal ticket or whatever. It's like, as soon as whatever their kids provide for them is gone, like, they won't see them. They'll find an excuse to, like, not have them around. You know what I mean? It's so fucking weird. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. But anyway, as soon as I seen that Hermit in the reverse and that fucking devil, I'm like, and then fucking Emperor coming out and him trying to dip and dive around that Emperor, I'm like, he's trying to avoid responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, and he's totally justifying it. Oh my gosh, don't, oh fuck. Okay. He's probably pretty selfish. I don't know if he does. He looks pretty selfish. Moon, World, Devil. Five of Pentacles, King of Wands, Page of Wands. Actually, he might, probably, like, it kind of looks like to me he would put on a persona of, appearance would be very important to him with them. And so, I don't know. It's very Five of Pentacles, though. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really look like he's doing any, like, spending any money on them. It doesn't look like he's spending any money on them, and so I don't really know how he's doing this, but it doesn't look like he's spending money. Yeah, I don't know. But appearances, I will say, it doesn't look like he's spending any money on them, but appearance is very important to him. Like, he wants to... I don't know. Like, he wants to make it look like... I don't know, he wants to make it look like... He wants to make it look like something. It looks very gaslighty, I guess I would say. He wants to make it look like it's something that it's not, but he's not spending money on it, so I don't really know. But yeah, I guess it gives very gaslighty. He's not spending money. I don't know I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Yeah. It's hard for me to answer because I'm like, I don't know what he's doing because it's not money, but like appearance is very important to him with them. I don't know how he's doing that. I don't know. Sorry, y'all. Damn. Sorry, that I was like trying to fucking figure that one out. Hold up, y'all. I got one more for, I got one more question for Giselle, and then Taylor and Claire, if y'all got questions, I can bust y'all questions out. Sorry, I needed to put some motherfucking... Let's get it, bitch. What a... Okay. Let's get it. Okay, period. I got you. What is this about? Damn, okay. One more. I kind of want to get... I don't even know. 5 of Wands, 6 of Swords, Empress. Ace of Wands, Fool, and 10 of Cups. Temperance, bottom of the deck. So curious. I kind of want to get Oracle. This looks like to me like moving on from... That is definitely moving on from conflict, tension... Because that's 5 of Wands. Whatever, I'm curious what the fuck that is. That's moving on from conflict and tension. And that Empress card, obviously, I know it's cliche, but it's true. Yeah, it's moving on from conflict and tension into growth and abundance. Definitely a new beginning and a spark that ignites into harmony in the family, emotional stability. Oh, really? Oh! Bitch, I wonder if that's what the fuck that was. Okay, period. Hold up. Hold on, boo. Well, girl, I ain't mad about that. Hold the fuck up. Well, that makes sense. Hold on, I want to get messages from Spirit on this one. I just want to see what comes out. Okay, I love it. Okay. No matter what ups and downs, no matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be, sorry, I feel a sneeze in this nostril. God, okay. No matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out, that the long road has a purpose. The reason that some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed from your life because the universe is taking you next. Because the universe is taking you next. They have already served their purpose in your life. Let them go and keep moving. Greater is coming. I know that you've been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you were good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you are really more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take that leap of faith. Sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. So leave behind all that has been weighing you down for so long and reach the opportunities that are waiting for you. I promise you, you will not regret it. Period. Hold up. Okay, period. Bigger and better experiences are coming for you. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Bigger and better experiences are coming for you. You may not be able to see it, but great things are coming together for you as you read this. Trust the process and let it unfold in divine timing. Move forward knowing that all is working out just fine. Well, period. I was just like, why? Every time I fucking read Oracle, I need help. I'm like such a Taurus, it's sickening. Every time I read Oracle, I'm like, let's see the money. That is honest, that was my thought. But anyway, those were really good cards. I need to fucking chill. Okay. Hold on, bitch. Okay. What do we got? Oh, period. I swear to fucking Claire! When the fuck is it? Okay. I'm scared. We got a Fool card. Let's go. Ace of Pentacles. I mean, that's motherfucking... That is Taurus season, boo. There's definitely someone who's hitting it with the hezzy. With that Hanged Man. Hanged Man, Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, Judgment. That is, yes. Hitting it with the hezzy, though. I'm just like, gonna lose my fucking mind. I swear to you. Star card, bottom of the deck. Fool card is obviously... Sorry, I like feel that there's like something on my fucking lip right there. Anyway, yeah, very much like pointing towards Taurus season, right? And I'm hitting specifically for the next week and a half, and this is like pointing towards, yes, this is like, yes, obviously this is... A Fool card can represent like spontaneity, things happening very out of nowhere, very new beginning, someone taking this in a new direction, right? And that Ace of Pentacles coming out is like, yes, this can represent someone coming through with a peace offering, right? This too can be someone that did this, or someone that like had this peace offering ready, had this peace offering, and then hit it with the fucking hezzy. You know what I mean? Where they like hit it into hangman, because hangman can represent that it's uncertainty, right? That they had this peace offering and then they just like sat there. They were just uncertain. They didn't know. 7 of Wands, right? Where they blocked themselves off from this opportunity. Judgment card coming out though. This represents that someone, they could have like, because this is coming out like underneath hangman, right? Where they did this self-evaluation during this time, and it represents a calling, right? Where they are now coming forward with this calling. This is also huge synchronicity card, where this could be something that maybe this is why you're experiencing that, where it's like, I've been feeling like 14th. Maybe this is something that you're seeing, you know what I mean? This also could be like what pushes them towards doing this, because this could be current energy, like where they're hitting this with the fucking hezzy, that they have this ready, and that's what pushes them into that judgment, is that like they see the synchronicities that push them into this direction. So, period. Damn. Fucking God, dude. You're gonna lose your shit. 2 of Swords and the fucking 4 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Hezzy cards. Hezzy. Just sitting there. You know what I mean? Just sitting there. 2 of Swords is like this. You know what I mean? 2 of Swords is just sitting there with his little swords not moving. And then 4 of Pentacles is just sitting there holding his little pentacles. I can't. I'm going to throw this deck across the room. I can't. I can't. I can't with him anymore. Hold on, Taylor. I got this. Oh my God. Okay. Fuck. Let's go, Bill. Let's get it, bitch. All right, let's see, Boo. Get it. What do we got? Hold it. I might have to get Oracle for this. Okay. Hermit card. This is all revolving around Hermit. What the fuck? Ace of Wands, 2 of Cups, Page of Swords. Hermit, 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords in reverse. This is like... And Hermit card represents... Obviously, Hermit card is like isolation, self-reflection, to gain enlightenment, right? And so this is something in your Hermit. This is something, but it is something in your, what the fuck? This is message from highest self. This is something where, if I had to guess, right, which is obviously the whole point of a hermit, you know what I mean? Like, this you see in a, well, I shouldn't say whole point of a hermit. I will say this for myself, right? Like, I can relate to this, because Ace of Wands and then Hermit card coming out underneath it. For myself, and I will say for probably many people, and I'm going to guess for you too, is that a lot of people in Hermit, that's where their creative spark is at, right? Like, that is where they are Ace of Wands. That's where their creativity sparks, is when they're in Hermit. And then the lesson, right, with Hermit is that they will hermit it. They'll hermit their creativity, right? And so they won't, that's like the huge lesson, is that they have to let that out to the world. They can't just like hermit that all to themselves, you know what I mean? And so you're seeing that there's something here that is higher self is seeing, where it's like you have this creative spark. There's something that you do here, something that you're passionate about in your Hermit. Two of Cups, Three of Swords. It's probably ignited from a relationship that you were, I'm willing to guess is probably this one, right? Maybe another one, I don't know. But it's obviously something where it's like, this to me would be like, okay, this is a creative outlet, right? You probably have a creative outlet when you're in Hermit that is ignited from a separation, a romantic one. And it probably is rooted from, I don't know why the fuck I want to say this. I don't even know what this is. Page of Swords and a Six of Swords in the reverse. The creativity is probably something, either communication, anything communication, right? This would be like anything communication, writing, speaking. It's something like, I don't know what she does. I don't know what the fuck she does. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what she would do. Writing, talking. It's something where it keeps her like, it keeps her quick in her mental, you know what I mean? It keeps her like agile in her mental. God, I'm curious what the fuck you do. You know what I mean? But this will help you to not, because Six of Swords, like Six of Swords in the upright, it represents being able, it represents moving on from something, right? So I'm curious if you being able to have this creative outlet in your Hermit will help you from not being stuck in this. You know what I mean? I don't know why, I don't know. I'm so fucking curious what this is. What is this? What the fuck is this? Because it's like there's a do you get what I'm saying? Hold on, let me try to like reel this in. There's something in the creative realm that you do alone. It's in Hermit, right? This is completely isolated from the world, and it is ignited from a relationship that you were in separation from, that you might not, like, you might not be doing this creative outlet right now, but you need to be doing it, because if you don't, you won't be able to move on from this. Like, you will, right? I get this. I totally get this, because this kind of shit would have fucking came out for me when I wasn't reading tarot. You know what I mean? So I'm so curious what you do. Yes, like, you know what I mean? This, I bet you anything, I mean, I was not on top of my shit, but if I would have fucking asked a question like this, I bet you anything I would have gotten aired out like this, where it was like, you need to read tarot. Because I didn't read tarot for years when I was in separation. You know what I mean? Like those creative outlet kind of things. A lot of times, people in separation, we won't fucking do it. It'll remind us too much of who we're in separation from. Yeah. Anyway, it's like they're wanting you to encourage to do something like that. Like whatever you have a gift in, because that's what Ace of Wands is, right? It's your passion. It's your it's your creative outlet. Very interesting. Damn. I really like reading, like, Taylor's a really fucking good one to read for. Like, I really like reading for her, and I like reading for, her boo. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I'm so stumped when I get the fucking cards right away, but then, like, once I start cooking, I'm like, damn. What the fuck? You know what I mean? They really fucking help me. Like, they really help me, just, like, tune my skills. I love reading for people like that, where it, like, helps me, where I feel so stumped when I first see them, and then it just comes together. There's a lot of people like that I read for. Like, when I first get the cards, and I'm like, I'm like, eh? What that mean? I guess that's kind of a good thing, because usually when I'm like that, when I, like, pull people's cards and I'm sitting here, I'm like, eh? I'm like, Jesus, take the wheel. Let's fucking see. Let me see what comes out. Let's go. Those are often the best readings that I do, where I'm just like, God, let's go. Help me out on this one. Period. Oh, I love that. Well, booze. Yeah, period, right? I'm just like, let's go, bitch. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go see if my kid's in bed. Yeah, I'm gonna go see. She actually bed. I was gonna say I'm gonna go see if she wants to watch that show, but she's got school tomorrow, so I can't. I'll be back on here tomorrow afternoon, probably kind of early, like around, I'm gonna say 2, probably. Maybe earlier, but just keep an eye on my stories. I'll let you guys know for sure. And then, yeah, I gotta pee. All right, I'm gonna end this one, okay? And then I'll end this one. So I'll see you boo-boos tomorrow, okay? I love you guys so much. Bye, y'all. Okay, that one ended. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one, y'all. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.